careful of the painted tribe. They roam outside the village and pick off any unfortunate travelers that stray too far from town. The Cannibals are undeniably one of the most intriguing factions in Kenshi. My first encounter with them occurred when I escaped slavery under their Holy Nation. Since then, I have consciously avoided their territory and didn't pay much attention to them. However, after spending countless hours immersed in Kenshi, I delved deeper into its lore and found the Cannibals to be the faction that piqued my interest the most. Greetings, fellow Kenshi players, welcome to the mystery of the Cannibal Plains. In this video I will delve into the lore behind the Cannibals and present my theories on their origins. So grab yourself a drink and join me on this journey. But before we begin theorizing, allow me to read you a book that was written by the tech hunters. Surveys show that the painted cannibal tribe's existence dates back thousands of years. Whether they existed during or after the northern ancient lab's downfall, we can't yet confirm. Prehistoric and underdeveloped tribes existing in a land of such an advanced science is clearly backward. Are the inhabitants of the Cannibal Plains evolving? Without knowing whether there was an overlap in the existence of two civilizations, we could assume that the cannibals are in fact direct descendants of the ancient inhabitants. Their degeneration could be put down to toxic environmental factors which they were unable to adapt to. Damaging substances from their very own labs, induced madness from experiments gone wrong, or simply being reduced to cannibalism due to severe famine. However, if there was in actuality an overlap in habitation, it is highly possible that the advanced ancient inhabitants were invaded and killed by spreading or migrating cannibals. A perfect instance of survival of the fittest. Some of the weaponry and internal damages found within the labs indicate an alternate possibility of internal civil war, although the damage could be the result of simple cannibal quarrels after their occupation. The cannibals have a savage nature and are known to frequently fight amongst themselves and feed on one and another. Particularly given the severe lack of victims outside of their tribes, since the area is mainly avoided by most rational thinking individuals. Based on these records, we can see that the tech hunters have three main theories regarding the origins of the cannibals. I'm going to swiftly debunk one of those theories. I find it hard to believe that the lab inhabitants turned into cannibals solely due to starvation. And I have one simple fact to support my disbelief. Cannibals possess a natural resistance to acid, and I do not think that cannibalism gives you superpowers. However, I must admit that I've never tested this out myself, and I would strongly advise against doing so. With one of the theories now being disproven, we are left with two remaining possibilities. To be frank, I believe it's a combination of those two elements. In Kenshi, much of the lore is merely hinted at, as Chris has not provided us with full disclosure. Therefore, please bear in mind that this is solely my theory. I believe that humans of the early age were experimenting with creating something inhumane, and an accident led to the creation of the cannibals. There are also two other theories, but I do not believe that the cannibals migrated into this land, and I do not think that a war broke out in the lab. It just wouldn't explain the behavior and development of the cannibals. It would be interesting to know what you guys think about this. Leave a comment with your theory if you have a different story. Also, since you made it to this point in the video, dropping a like on this would help me out a lot. And if you could also become a subscriber, this would be awesome. Upon closer examination, it becomes evident that the cannibals bear a resemblance to humans. The normal cannibals share similarities with the Greenlanders. with the male variant sporting red, white and black body paint. However, the female version raises suspicion as the painting on her stomach closely resembles the symbol of the Holy Nation. This begs the questions, were they once Okronites? Or did they simply replicate the Holy Flame paintings they came across? On the other hand, the scrawny cannibals appear as deformed humans. This leads me to question what might have caused this deformation. Could it be the result of inbreeding within their own ranks? Alternatively, they could be a distinct species of cannibals from the start. The body painting consists of green, black and white, similar to their Greenlander counterpart. Furthermore, the female scrawny cannibal also displays the suspicious Holy Flame painting on her stomach. This raises further intrigue about the underlying meaning behind these markings. Let us now examine the structure of the cannibals. The painted rite operates under a rather simple hierarchy, with the Grand Wizard at the top, followed by the Meat Lord. Notably, there's a unique spawn known as the Mighty Canhead, a highly ranked chief who leads base assaults when you establish a settlement near cannibal territory. Additionally, we have the Cannibal Chiefs, the regular cannibals and the scrawny cannibals. Their attack pattern is relatively straightforward. They will swarm you with overwhelming numbers, dragging you off to their camp where you will meet your demise on their campfire. Compared to other adversaries, the cannibals are weak and do not utilize any armor. However, their sheer numerical advantage can quickly overpower you, and once they start to abduct your squad members, panic ensues. With a well-trained squad, the cannibals pose no significant threat, and for a seasoned Kenshi veteran, facing them head-on is a simple task. Engaging in combat with the cannibals may appear futile though. Even if you manage to eliminate their leaders, they will continue to spawn in high numbers, becoming more of an annoyance than a genuine threat. What we can gather from this is that the cannibals exhibit behavior similar to that of uneducated tribe people who consume human flesh. However, the true beliefs and reasons behind their actions remain elusive. It is possible that they subscribe to some form of magic and spirituality, with meat consumption serving as a ritualistic element. The usage of titles like Grand Wizard and the adoption of a Holy Nation chestplate by their leader raises more questions than it provides answers. Perhaps in Kenshi 2 we will uncover more about the cannibals. Unfortunately, at present, I've been unable to gather more information, and many of the details I've shared today are purely theories. There is one thing I still wanna read you to give you a glimpse of how terrifying it is if you get captured by the cannibals. I felt the eerie sensation that we were being watched, and we were. They came to our camp during the night, slaughtered our guards and dragged the rest of us to their village. The sour smell of rot was rank, knocked me back even more than the sight of those deathly effigies. I've numbed to it now. They separated us into blood-stained cages and bandaged the worst of our injuries. First they beat us, then they tend to us, so it seems. Light, what do they want from us? Day 4. They dragged Uncle Sen away yesterday morning, cut a piece of him away as if it were some thing, an object to be harvested. They stamped to the words of his bleeding, but with his gaping wound I don't know how long he'll last. We need to get out of here fast. Day 8. Uncle passed away last night. It was a death I'd wish on no man. Hacked away piece by piece, until it was a twitching stump of a person. They finished what was left on him for breakfast, and us, we retched on the leftovers, fattening up the food cages. Frighteningly logical thinkers. There are 4 of us left. Day 13. Their eyes, they don't look like human eyes, no. They look like whirlpools, like death, like black. Day 17. Mother passed last night. Didn't make it as long as the other 2. Day 20. Death visited in the night. A cockroach. Paru, Paru. Remember these words, she says, and then melted away again. Paru. Day 21. Baste the meats to keep it soft. Meat, 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 meat. Day 26. Little brother, so far away, can't reach him, can't hear him. Sometimes I talk to myself, sometimes to death. I miss the voice of humanity. Day 27. Managed to pocket some wire during my trip to the chopping block. Everyone else may be gone, but they won't touch a hair on little brother's head. Now's time to get out of here, Raboon. This is probably one of the most disturbing and tragic stories I've read in Kenshi. I can only imagine the fear of those people. Oh, and so you know, Raboon is not the leader of the cannibal hunters, so if you ever wondered why they existed, here is your answer. And with this story I wanna end my theory video. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy this little trip to the Cannibal Plains. If you would like to see more videos like that, then let me know in the comments. And with that, I wanna say thank you for watching, my fellow Kenshi players, and goodbye.